Okay, guys, listen up, please. Gather round. Now, we're going to do something a little bit different today. It's a new fitness craze called Ballroom Zumba. Now, if you can loosen up, grab yourselves a partner, decide who's going to lead, and well, do my eyes deceive me, or is that Colin Lavery? Welcome back, mate. Good to see you fighting fit. If you want to partner up with Denny Redmond, please, mate, and let's begin. All right, everybody ready? And 5, 6, 7, 8. Hi guys, I'm Aussie and welcome to Season 2, Episode 5 at Walsall as we follow in Dean Smith's footsteps. And today we are playing Accrington Stanley, high-flying Accrington Stanley in League 1. And then we have Lincoln City in the FA Cup second round. But the big news is Colin Lavery is back fit after his damaged cruciate. So that is absolutely huge for us. He was brilliant last year in front of goal. You can see he's obviously deteriorated somewhat since then, having been out for the best part of 9 months. But he's back, and let's hope we'll get him back to fitness and he can finish the season very, very strongly for us. Because, hopefully it'll be just like having a new signing, because as we know, we can't sign anybody because we're under a transfer embargo. Now, we do have a few games to catch you up on since last episode, starting with our FA Cup first round tie against Solihull Moors. Let's see how we got through to the second round. We took the lead on the hour mark when Denny Hilton picked out Killen Rame at the edge of the area. And we sealed the tie when James Hardy crossed for Hilton. So there we go. I'd say we controlled the game without being particularly fantastic. We did go with wingers and the one up front. I gave Nolan a start to see how he would go. He lasted about 8 minutes before he picked up a knock. So it's nothing too serious, but it didn't particularly go to plan in that sense. We brought Redmond off the bench. And like I say, we controlled the game, but you'd expect so against a non-league team. So that was excellent. That's how we got through to the second round. The next game to catch you up on is the final game of the leasing.com trophy thing. We were playing Arsenal 23s with the winner topping the group. We got the only goal on the hour mark thanks to Sam Perry. This was a decent performance from us, I would say. Very much a second string team for the most part. Sam Perry with a nice strike, wasn't it, really, to win it for us. And it wasn't a bad team we're up against. You can see Martinelli played for them. We might give him a scout, actually. But there's some other names there that I recognise. Cockrell, I think McGuinness is a good young player, isn't he? Greenwood. So yeah, it wasn't Costas, this guy, this Greek guy. So there wasn't a weak Arsenal team by any stretch of the imagination. And we did do quite well, which was excellent. Next up, it's the final game to catch you up. And it was back to league action against Wimbledon. Mitchell Candlin volleyed us into the lead before Denny Redmond doubled our advantage late in the first half. And Alfie Bates got a third late on. So a really, really good performance this one. I was quite pleased with it. We brought Colin Lavery, his return from injury, played about 15-20 minutes at the end. But Candlin, Redmond and Bates with the goals. You can see Redmond ran the show. Rame, who's looking to be a really, really good midfielder for us now. I brought him in more as sort of a backup sort of rotation bench option, and he's been absolutely superb. So that's really, really good news. And yeah, a really good solid win against a struggling Wimbledon team, but still, League One opposition, not too bad. So we are sitting top of the division right now, which is incredible. We do have a game less, or Preston behind us have a game in hand, but we're more or less equal with most of the teams behind us. You can see Accrington sitting there in 6th, which is going to be a tough one today in our first game. There's the FA Cup second round tie away to Lincoln. But yeah, we're in a really, really decent position coming sort of in towards the festive fixtures here, which is good. And you can see Lincoln. Where's Lincoln? I'm looking for them here and I can't see. There they are there. So they're mid-table when we come to play them in the FA Cup. So it's not the best draw, but it's certainly a winnable one, that's for sure. And you can see in the leasing.com trophy thing, second round at home to Bournemouth under 23s. So we'll see how we go in that one. All right, let's go and have a look at what we're up against here in Accrington Stanley. They are a decent team. They are the favourites. We are away from home. Both teams' form is decent, though they did lose their last time out. They're a John Coleman coached team. He is a decent manager. So we can see he's been in charge of them for quite a while now as well, since 2014. So what's that? That is 6 seasons. So that's, it says right there, doesn't it? Duh. They're an adventurous standard playing style. We are expecting them to come out in a 4-4-2, as you can see here. They were down to 10 men when they lost to Hull City, and Hull City is also a good team. So maybe not too much of a surprise there. We can see that they are very, very narrow defensively, so we will try and get down the sides of them. We've seen this before, being able to rip teams to shreds when they are narrow narrow against us. So let's hope that continues. This is the team that we're sending out. It's Roberts in goal. It's Jones and Adobe at the back. You'll notice I am favouring the FA Cup. I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do in terms of squad strength, but I want to try and see as far as we can in the FA Cup. It's Norman down the right. It's Folds down the left, who is not a natural in this position, but certainly can play it. Shaughnessy is the halfback. It's Kinsella and Mecca and Boateng in midfield. It's Candland and Hilton up top. Let's go. So everybody is playing as expected, which is always good. That means hopefully the tactical plan will come off. Stuart says we can challenge them to pick up where they left off. We've been on a good run lately, boys. Just go out there and impress me. Some calm, we have faith, and let's get out there and hopefully continue on where we left off last episode in scoring some goals, keeping clean sheets, and just generally being a decent-looking team. But yeah, it's we'll see in a second whether playing sort of what is a weakened/rotated team is gonna hurt us here or not. Edo Bar is probably the one that hasn't played too much, but he is a decent young player and certainly more than capable of playing at this level. So hopefully, like I say, it won't come back to haunt us. You can see Preston's taken the lead, which puts us off the top of the table right now. And Mecca with a flick on, it doesn't quite find a teammate. Boateng has the edge of the area though. Shaughnessy out to Folds. Folds looks for a cross, finds Candland instead. Shaughnessy back out to Folds. Can he get a cross in here? He can. Hilton looked as though he might have been offside. And Mecca back to Corey Norman. Cameron Norman, I always call him Corey. I'll call him whatever I want because he scored a goal. It's the second of the season for Cameron Norman. And Mecca with the assist. Excellent stuff. I've taken the lead away from home. It was good persistent pressure. Eventually, we got a little bit too much of it for him, and Mecca found Norman in space. One touch to settle it. The goalkeeper's had a nightmare, and it's 1-0 to Walsall. You love to see it. Excellent stuff. That will keep us, there we go, back on the top of the table. And we've got work to do here defending a free kick. It looks like Adobe has picked himself up a booking. Norman has it now as we win possession back. There we go with Adobe. Looking forward. He's done well there to find Hilton. Can Boateng pick out his run? Oh, it's a poor pass from Boateng. And are we going to pay a price for that? Oh, Castells walked himself in, and it's a really good block getting back. Who was that? I missed who it was. It was a really good defensive block, though, wasn't it? Work to do here defending a corner. Ball in, over the top of everybody. Skies goes to keep it in, and it's going out for a goal kick. So we've done well there. We've scrambled well, and we've kept ourselves ahead, which is excellent. Let's demand a little bit more here. 5 minutes before the break. Come on, boys. Let's just get into half-time and we'll go from there. Candland not having the best game up there. Portsmouth is winning. Hull's drawing with Wimbledon. And Preston's 2-0 up. So you'd expect Preston to possibly see that one out, wouldn't you? We've got to say maybe an assertive, don't get complacent. We'll tell Elobar to watch your step, please, mate. Corey Norman is having a really good game out there. And the front two, as has been the case often this season, have just been a little bit disappointing. So let's hope we get a little bit more out of them. And let's get back to it. I don't think Denny Hilton's particularly worked, has he, as a signing? I don't always get the best. Oh, and Mecca there. Oh, he's tried to bend it in and just past the post. I don't always get the best out of older players when I sign them. So I don't. I mean, it was a bit of a risk signing him. We were just kind of hoping he would come off for us in League One. And he hasn't really done that, has he? But it is what it is. Come on, boys. Candland still not having the best game out there. Let's try giving them some praise since we're not doing too badly here. And I mean, this would be a nice result away from home, wouldn't it? Let's see. Let's pause it there. Let's tell them to concentrate. And do we want to change anything? I don't think we do just yet. We are going to want to go and shut this game down. Norman's looking really tired out there on the right. I don't really have a right-sided defender on the bench, which is a bit of an oversight. I think Kinsella's supposed to be the backup out there. Because I want to keep the other guys fresh for the FA Cup, don't I? Just do your best, Corey. Hang out there for me. So let's just start and close her down. And this would be another huge 3 points on the road to a really good team if we can see out essentially stoppage time here. Come on, boys. Come on. Oh, it's a highlight. Get it away. Get it away. Oh, it's a massive save. Liam Roberts. That is absolutely huge. 10 seconds to go in the game and he's pulled off a worldie. What a reaction save from Liam Roberts that was. Come on, boys. Can we get it clear? We can with Candland. And that is, it should be, referee, please. We're in the 3rd minute of 2. The thing in your hand, mate. Stick it in your mouth and blow it. What's happened there? It's a free kick. Oh, Jesus Christ. Referee! If he sends him off, there will be a riot on the sideline. Alright, boys, come on. Grab a red shirt and don't let it get anywhere near a ball. But don't give away a penalty either. Come on, get it away. Oh, it's unmarked! And in the 3rd minute of 2, or you can argue the 4th minute of 2, we've conceded an equalising goal. There's no one picking him up. And you've got to ask questions as to why we're still playing in the 3rd minute of stoppage time there. Ref! You fucking moron. Why don't you keep playing, mate? Why stop with an equaliser? They might get a winner if you play for another 30 minutes. You Stanley. Unbelievable stuff. They didn't deserve that, and they've plucked a result out of absolutely nowhere. Oh, boys. Walsall lose top spot. It shouldn't have happened. Jones has been sacked by Luton Town. Nobody particularly cares. And Norman did well again, didn't he? He was tied. It was down the left, wasn't it? The free kick got given, so it's not necessarily his fault. We're 5 unbeaten, but we should have won that game. Anyway, guys, wait right there. FA Cup action next. We're away to Lincoln City. Okay, welcome back. Let us put that disappointment behind us. It wasn't a bad result overall, was it, away from home? We'll get to FA Cup business here. We are not the favourites for this one, which is a little bit surprising, though. We are the away team. Now, one thing to catch you up on, just between games there, was we did almost get our assistant manager, Marcus Stewart, poached by Ipswich. We would have got 78 grand for him, to be honest, so I was quite happy to let him go for the money. And we had signed a replacement ready to come in should it go through, which would have been this guy. But yeah, I mean, just it didn't happen, so we don't have to worry about it. I mean, this guy was better sort of mentally and knowledge-wise. Obviously, there was room to improve on the coaching side of things. So, but 78 grand would have been useful for us. But we didn't get it, so there's no point complaining. It's not even the money that we need necessarily. It's we need to get the revenue up and this wage stuff down. And we're going to have an interesting January trying to get this embargo lifted, I think. But anyway, let's have a quick look what we're up against here. They're Lincoln are a Kenny Jackett coach team. Very, very good manager at the lower league level, isn't he? They're an adventurous, direct playing style. Have a look here. We can see the way we're expecting them to come out against us. They did win last time out away from home to Tranmere, which is a good win for them. Again, they may be slightly narrow, so we'll try and get down the sides of them. We can see their passing network there and their key passes as well. And this is the team that we are sending out. We're going back more or less full strength for this one. It's Roberts in goal. It's Jules and Jones at the back. Actually, first time they've been partnered, but Roberts has picked himself up a little bit of an injury. So Corey Roberts is not available for this one, though he is developing nicely for us. Mitch Clark, the lesser spotted Mitch Clark, he's back for this one. He keeps going away on international duty, but anyway, we've got him fit. Hopefully he'll have a good game for us with Cockrell Mullet down the left. Shaughnessy continues with Rame, with Redmond and Bates, which I think is our strongest midfield trio right now, so they go on this one. Candlin, hopefully a better performance from him. He partners Gordon up top. They've been on fire between them recently, and we do have Lavery on the bench, so we will try and get him on to get some of this match fitness going for him. So here we go. Everybody is playing as expected, which is always a bonus. And let's see what we can do. Stuart says go out there, prove a point. Good luck, though. They pull off an upset. Let's try that. Try and vary it up a little bit, perhaps. And hope that we get a response from them. And yeah, hopefully we can get ourselves into the 3rd round of the FA Cup. And you never know. Maybe we get Manchester United away from home this season. Yeah, I mean, it is just about getting through, isn't it? Let me know what you think of the team selection. I guess we'll find out here, won't we? If it was worthy of dropping points against Accrington. There's no guarantee we would have won that game anyway, I suppose. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Oh, quick reminder: there is a new Discord server that I started, Aussieville in Discord. There's a link for that down in the description. I know the link for the last one. I don't really know what I'm doing on Discord. If you haven't picked up on that, the link for the last one expired. So if you did try and it wasn't working, I've got a permanent link now. I figured out how to do that. So. That's there if you want to come and join the fun on Discord, and if not, then it's a free world, isn't it? Alright, come on boys, can we win this back and go up the other end, please, boys? Bit of pressure, like it. Ball forward, come on boys, get a foot in. Oh, come on boys. They are a direct team, so we're sort of standing off them. We're not counter-pressing. I found that tends to work a little bit better against a direct team, but this is good possession from them, and they're just probing, aren't they? Is that Eden from Barla Town, I wonder? Oh, that's another stunning save from Liam Roberts. Now, is it, we had it at Barla Town, we had it at is it Eden Tuso or something? Or Tucson Edo? I'm pretty sure we had him on loan for a year. Anyway, that's a different series. Here we go with Mitch Clark getting forward. Can he pick out a cross into the box? It's a bit of a hospital pass. Reme's done really, really well. Redmond picks up the loose ball. Reme has it here. Back to Redmond. Here we go. Can we get a little bit of quality? Oh, Redmond, what is that, mate? What is that? You had a good overlapping run there from Cockerell Mollet, and you've gone and done that to me. Tucson Edo, right? We saw him there. Anyway, I'm sure that's him. Decent first half, but we'll say we're not happy and see if we can get a little bit more out of them for the second 45. Yeah, I don't think we need to change too much. Now, I'm curious now. It is definitely him, isn't it? Teo Eden, yeah, that's definitely him. All right, Redmond with a corner. In it's Jules, and it's bouncing around, and Mitch Candlin sticks away the rebound. Lloyd Jones with the initial header, and it's Mitch Candlin, a 7th of the season for him, that has given us the lead early in the second half. He is ringing after I calmly told him I'm not happy. And there we go. Shaughnessy may have blocked the header through. I wonder, or was it the keeper's save? It's difficult to tell from that angle, isn't it? Here we go, another highlight beginning with Walsall possession. Here we go with Rame. Ball forward for Candlin. Candlin to Redmond. Redmond back out. There you go. Found Cockerell Mollet. Can he get across into the box? He can. It's Gordon. Oh, and Josh Gordon with a 5th of the season. He only scores on YouTube, Josh Gordon, it seems. There we go. We've doubled our lead very, very early in this second half. 6 minutes, 2 goals. You love to see it. Redmond, well, that's what you should have done last time, mate. Much, much better. Cockerell Mollet, decent cross, and Gordon there. Good header, but you'd wonder if the defenders and goalkeepers should have been a little bit better there, but that's not our problem. Another assist for Cockerell Mollet. He's just having a wonderful, wonderful time of things for us, isn't he? And you'd like to think, I'll tell you what, if we can get a third here, you'd like to think it's over. Redmond, corner in, headed away. Can Alfie Bates get to that? No, he cannot. Go with him, mate. Go with him. All right, or just stop. That's fine. The defence has got you covered. Cockerell Mollet's there. It's a lungy tackle, but we've got away with it. Eden with the ball in. It's headed. It's bouncing around, and Jack Payne has stuck that away, and it's 2-1 just like that. And it's sort of game back on, isn't it? I'd almost say the last thing we want here is a replay. We've got a league title to try and chase down here, a double promotion to try and chase down. We don't want extra games in the cup. But if that's what we need to do to get through, then that's what we need to do, isn't it? It's the first time they've really, really threatened us in a while. And are they going to start and come at us here, I wonder? Can we win this ball back? Put a bit of pressure on them, boys. Come on. Ball in towards the area. Good header there by Mitch Clark. Gordon back to Clark. Clark goes forward, looking for Alfie Bates getting forward. Alfie Bates, he's in. Oh, it's a decent save from the goalkeeper. Nice counter-attack, though. And let's give it a demand more here. Come on, boys. See this out for me. We've got 20 minutes to play. Shaughnessy's looking a little bit tired. We do have Kinsella we could look to bring on. Here we go with Gordon. It's there for Redmond. You can see what he was trying to do. Just couldn't quite get on the same wavelength as Candlin there. Lloyd Jones has it. Up forward there for Clark. Can he get across into the box? Go on, Mitchy boy. He has got past to Ed and Teo, and it is there, and it's Candlin with the header. He's onside, and it's 3-1. 15 to play, and that hopefully will be that. We'll tell him to concentrate. Mitch Clark did so well there to get past his man and then get a decent cross in, and Candlin was just lurking. Oh, I'll tell you what, Ed had a little bit of a lash out at Clark there. Good header from Candlin. You think it might have been easier just to go at the near post there, but no, he's decided to sort of just run it finally inside the far post, and there we go. We'll give him some praise here when we can. This is looking increasingly like we're going to find ourselves in the hat for the third round, which is where you want to be, isn't it? I'm not going to bring Lavery on now. We do have a game against the Bournemouth Under-23s game coming up in about 2 days' time. So I don't think I'm going to make any changes. I'm going to play Lavery in that one, I think. Mainly because I forgot to bring him on in this one. But I'll pretend that it was my plan all along. Here we go with Cockerell Mollet and Rame exposing passes. It's back post for Mitch Clark. Mitch Clark is there. Mitch Clark seals the tie. It's 4-1 now. A third goal this season for Mitch Clark. Rame with the assist. And, well, that's just, as I said, seals the tie for us. We are in the hat for the third round. We might even be able to get a draw, actually, before we end this episode. Hopefully, it's not going to be after the Bournemouth game, which is coming up on the Tuesday. So no, the draw should be, if not Sunday night in game, which would be today, it should be Monday, shouldn't it? So we will hopefully, as I said, end with a draw here. Have we got time for a fifth? This would be harsh on Lincoln. They've given us a real game here, and Candlin's header just over the bar. And there's about 40 seconds to play, unless the referee decides to add another 20 minutes like he did against Accrington Stanley. But it shouldn't make a difference here, because we're 3 goals up. Come on, boys. Can we go and get a fifth? What we don't want to do is concede another goal now. That would be a little bit disappointing, but it doesn't really matter. Early ball forward, easy for Roberts, and that should do it. When you're ready, referee, you can call it up. They've had enough. Redmond, good throw out there, actually. Can we get a fifth with Redmond? It's a good ball for Josh Gordon. Is this the moment? Good save from their keeper. Gordon will probably feel he should have done a little bit better there, and rightly so. He was clean through, but in your own time, referee. In your own time. This is, crucial seconds that we're playing over here, because it's very important that we play the exact 90 minutes and not blow it up 5 seconds too soon, because the tie's over. There we go. 4-1. We're into the hat for the next round. Much, much better, that one, wasn't it, than the Accrington Stanley game. Very, very pleased, boys, and on we go. So there we go. Walsall win the FA Cup second round. Quality of possession provides the victory. 54 grand in the bank. This is all important money for us. Classy Candlin with a double. And guys, wait right there. We will end the episode with the draw for the third round. Alright, here we go. FA Cup third round draw. 72 teams to be drawn. And let's see who we get. Obviously, now I've told if I was just to leave it, it should hopefully we'll get drawn out nice, so we don't have to keep going down. But hopefully what we'll do here is we'll get an away tie against one of the big Premier League clubs, or a home tie against one of the lesser teams still left in the competition. Brentford away, we'd rather avoid. Please, game. Thank you very much. Middlesbrough away, well, we beat them at home last season, of course, but we don't get them, so that's good. Championship here now. This might be a decent one, but we don't get that. Watford get the non-league team. We don't want Hull away. That's a tough one. We don't get Hull away. Leicester City away. Yeah, well, we don't have to worry about that because Southampton are going there. Ipswich or Accrington Stanley we'd rather avoid. They get Manchester United. That's one of the big teams gone. West Ham would be a decent draw for us, but they get Everton. Barnsley we'd rather avoid. They go to Oxford, or they host Oxford. Preston we'd like to avoid, and we do avoid that one, which is good. Fulham, again, we'd rather avoid that. They go to Bournemouth, or they host Bournemouth. Blackburn we'd like to avoid, please, game. We do. They host Newcastle. QPR, again, we'd like to avoid that one, please. They get Arsenal. Rotherham we'd like to avoid. They host Bristol Rovers. Sheffield United we'd like to avoid, and they get Manchester City. We're running out of big clubs here, aren't we? Forest, Premier League Forest. They host Sunderland. Grimsby Town. They get Blackpool. Maybe away to a League 2 would have been okay. Reading, we'd like to avoid. They get Crystal Palace. Wolves, we'd probably take that. Wouldn't be local derby, but they get Coventry. We don't want this. We don't get that. Who's up next? Halifax. Okay, we'll take them. No, they get Charlton. Brighton. Well, it's Premier League, so maybe we have to take it. Slim pickings here. Really, isn't it? Stoke City we'd like to avoid, please. They get Leeds. Wickham. Would we take Wickham? We don't have to worry because we don't get them. Burnley, it's a Premier League team. They get Rochdale. Who is left? Liverpool's left, I suppose. We don't want Millwall. We actually got linked with the Millwall job, but we're not going to be taking that. Tottenham, they get Birmingham. Albion or Gillingham we'd like to avoid, and we do. Come on, can we get Liverpool away? They get Bristol City. Well, it's Chelsea or Villa. We're at home. We're at home to Chelsea again. Game, you're killing me here. Of course, they knocked us out last year in the 5th round, I think it was, wasn't it? When we played them at home, and we've got them again this season. So that's disappointing, isn't it, I think, if we got them away. But it's a Premier League team. We get to test ourselves. It's just a shame we're not going to get that big payday that we might have otherwise have managed to get if we got them away from home. Let's just click ahead here and let the schedule update. And then we'll see exactly when we're coming back here. It's going to be the first Saturday, isn't it? I should know that because, FA Cup, it's always the same. So there we go. So what we'll do is we'll be back next time for Peterborough away in the league. Now, we've never beaten them. They've beaten us in the league this season. They touched us up in one of the cups, I think, last season. It might have been the leasing.com thing. And then we'll host Chelsea in the FA Cup third round. Let me know what you think we can do with them. hopefully we'll just get a little bit closer than we did last season. And that's it for today, though, guys. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Don't forget, link to the Discord in the description. Go and join that. And I'll see you next time for Peterborough and for Chelsea. Take care.